Hey and welcome! This time it's Master of Orion, the reboot of the popular Master of Orion series. So the game is currently on Steam in early access, so everything you see in this video is maybe going to change, so it's not a finished game. But it looks very good right now, and I'm enjoying it very much, as I'm a huge fan of Master of Orion series. So let's just hop right into a game. So currently in the game we got 6 races available. When it's finished there will be 10 plus the custom race. And in this video we just go with the Mrrshan.
The blazing savannas of Fieras gave rise to the ruthless warriors known as the Mrrshan. But their hot temper almost proved to be their undoing. After years on the brink of civil war, the Mrrshan Empress now rules over her pride without question. Mrrshans are willful and independent, and their long history as hunters has shaped their culture fittingly. They see themselves as the peak of predators, and any other life form who crosses their path is regarded as fair game. They often strike out against even their closest allies just for the sport of battle. They are easily offended and will pursue relentlessly anyone they feel has slighted them, heedless of the consequences.
Okay, so very quick overview over the races. We got the Alkari, which are some defensive race, then the Bulrathi, which are good at ground combat, I think. Humans are good at diplomacy, Silence are the super high-tech aliens, so they are good at science. And the Sakra Brood, they are like the Zerg and overwhelmed with sheer numbers. The Mrrshan are middle of the road, I think, which have a bit of bonus on ground defense or ground offense. So here are some traits. They got a large homeworld, but this doesn't really matter that much. So moving on, game settings. We play against every race currently in the game. On a medium galaxy. Galaxy H is average, which means it has a fair share of good habitable planets for farming and good mineral-rich planets for production. So then we got the Big Bang seed, which is just a random seed for the map. Difficult level is currently in the game only average, so we take this obviously. And then we got the galaxy type, which is either circle or spiral. We are going with a circle. Okay, let's just hop right into the game.
Spawn from ancient predators on savage Fieras, the arrogant warriors of the matriarchal Mrrshan Pride have long lived on the brink of war. Thirsty for power, their claws always ready for the next kill. With the discovery of interstellar travel, their ruthless gaze has turned to the stars. Now the Pride stalks the galaxy, prowling in search of the ultimate game.
Okay, so here we are in the map, galaxy screen. So we are an empire, and like an empire in every 4X game, our plan is to expand, explore, exploit and exterminate. So we are trying to grow as big as possible as an empire, and then from there on go on to defeat our opponents. The victory conditions in the game currently are diplomacy, so you can be elected to the leader of the galaxy, which is the non-combat way of winning, or you can just destroy all other races. But let's focus a bit on the map. So we got our home system, which contains our home planet.
Excuse me, Highness.
Okay, we got an announcer, we don't need him. So we currently have a fleet on our home planet, and we have an asteroid belt. We can't do much with this right now. And then we got obviously the outer next star systems, which we can explore. So we take our scout and send him to our next location. We also can explore the asteroid belt, but we won't find much here. So it's a turn-based game, obviously. We also have a few options, so we can design our own ships, which looks really pretty, but is not all that important currently, as the AI isn't all that intelligent, and the standard chips or the computer design chips are more than enough to deal with the enemy opponents. So we also got research, which is a pretty important part of the game.
Your trackers await your command, Highness.
Where we have a few technologies currently available. So it's better to view it as the tech tree. So there are a lot of technologies. Everyone who has played Master of Orion 2 will probably recognize most of those, as they are, at least in name, fairly similar. Some have a different effect, but that's too deep already, I think. We're going with biology first, which gives us the ability to produce those two buildings, biosphere and a hydroponic sphere, which are good for farming.
Your Highness, if I may.
Okay, so we set our research. Let's take a look at our home planet. So this is the planet screen. Here's our planet. And we got workers. Currently we have a population of 8. Maximum population on this planet is 15. So we can grab those cats and put them in the categories we want them to work. So we have the farming department, the production department, and the research department. Farming is necessary to obviously produce food for our population and grow our population. So in 18 turns we get another population. Production obviously produces stuff. We have standardized already queued one colony ship. This is in every game, so you have the colony ship which is almost ready in the first turn. So that's it for the colony screen. I don't think there are so many different things I can talk about now. So let's just end our first turn.
Excuse me, Highness.
So the colony ship we saw in the production is ready now. And now we have to choose a new production. We can't build very much because we haven't researched all that much. So we can mostly build ships right now, and I'm just going for another colony ship. So to talk a bit about the colony ships, those are the ships we need to build a new colony, obviously. So those are like settlers in civilization or something like that. But we haven't found a suitable planet yet. So let's just end our turn and wait for the scouts to explore the near star systems. Okay. So we encountered our first enemy. It's not a real Empire enemy, it's a pirate. So those have probably a pirate base. So those are like the barbarians in Civilization. A minor faction which just hinders you in the early game a bit, but isn't really a threat as it don't expand or levels up very quickly. So different from Master of Orion 2, we have to explore every planet on its own. So if we reach the star system, we don't really already know which planets there are. So we have to discover one by one, at least until we get the necessary research. Okay, so we found our first planet, which is not all that good. So we have here some planet info. The size is medium, which is okay. The problem what we have here is that it's a barren planet, so there's not much food. It's like Moon or Mercury, so there don't grow much food on this planet. Also the minerals are poor, which is not optimal. So let's see what this scout may find. So we got 2 planets here. One is, okay, a medium radiated rich planet, which means we got even less food as the barren planet, as it is radiated, which is even worse. But the minerals are better, which means we have a better production than on the other planet we found. But still not the one that I'm looking for. Obviously, the perfect planet would be a good planet for food and a good planet for production. So let's just wait a turn longer and explore those other 2 planets. So we found this one. It's a swamp and it's abundant in minerals. And the size is medium, so it's a, as the colors may indicate, okay planet, a medium planet. Not just in size, but also in biome and in minerals. So this is one potential planet we could colonize. Let's see what the other planet in the other system is. So it's a radiated planet again. So obviously we're going with the swamp planet, which is better. Let's see what this is. This is probably, just judging from the size, it's a gas giant, which are not able to be colonized. Let's just explore some more. And end the turn. For the info on the top left, we got BC, which is money. We got plus 15 money per turn and currently have 128 in the bank. Then we have a supply count. This is like in every strategy game, how much military units we can build. So we have currently 4 supply out of 15. To increase our supply, we have to either research technologies or build star bases on planets. And then we have the technology indicator. So we are 1 turn away from completing our first technology, which we selected beforehand, the biology. So let's see. Oh, it's a giant, and it's a gas giant. So you can judge by the size, as I said. Those can't be colonized currently. There are obviously technologies in the later part of the game, which could make a gas giant into a better planet. Okay. So the pirates are getting closer to our home planet. And with the new star lane system, we can block the passageway from this way, which is debatable a good feature. Some people don't like it as it limits the attack route you can take to your opponents and makes the game a bit easier, as I only have to block this way and everyone who comes from this side has to go through this ship before he can reach my home planet. In other Master of Orions you could take the direct path. There were no star lanes. Okay, but research should be ready.
Your trackers have hunted down a new wisdom, Your Highness.
So those are the benefits we get from researching the biology. The 2 buildings I said earlier. And now we choose a new technology. Again on the tech tree. We could go with this technology, but it takes 33 turns, which is quite a bit. And we are probably going with the research increasement, the research lab in the government technology. So it takes 6 turns to complete this. So, and what did we get? We get the possibility to produce now hydroponic farms and biospheres. Both give a bit of food, a set amount, but the biospheres get 1 food and 1 research, and the hydroponic farm gives 2 food. So the next thing we are going to produce is probably the biosphere, as we are a bit low on research points. We only produce 2 research points. As you can see here, we have +2, only produced by those 2 population units. But we will let our colony ship complete first and hope for another good planet to colonize. Okay, that's it for this turn. We discovered a few new planets, or a system. We don't know yet what planets those are. And our frigate is ready to attack the pirates. It's waiting for them. So, let's just fight our first combat. As the pirates reach the same point as our frigate is right now. And now we can attack them. There are currently 2 options in the game. We can either play the tactical battle, which is something like a real-time battle simulation. And then we could simulate the whole fight and just would get the info out of this screen here. But let's go for the tactical. So here we have our little ship against the 3 little ships of the opponent over here. So in the tactical battle screen we just move around our ship and tell it what to attack. Also we have to maneuver around those asteroids, as those would block the shots we fire. So I don't think it's all that interesting right now. I hope it's going to change it quite a bit, as it is really ship move to this point and then fire at this ship. So there's not really that much tactical or strategic involvement. So it could also simulate the battle, and it probably would have ever or always the same outcome. So our colony ship has reached...
I beg your pardon, Highness.
Has reached the swamp planet we want to colonize. Then let's do it. We get this nice little animation. And now we have our first colonized planet. So we got only 1 population. We could either put him in farming or in production. So at first, I think it's almost always better to put him in production and let him produce a farming building, such as the hydroponic farm. So it takes 10 turns with the 4 production points our little population is producing here. So that's about it for this video, I think. Yep. Can we do anything else in this turn? Oh, okay. We encountered the
Pleased to meet you.
first
This
real
is the
race.
controller of the Cylon Quanta. I am certain we have much to learn from each other.
Okay, so this is our first encounter with the real AI opponent, the Psylons, the science race. But I think that's about it for this video. In the next video we'll go about over some diplomacy, I think, and colonize obviously more planets, and maybe get some real battles against a real AI opponent. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and maybe see you in the next one.